Hello everyone, hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of a drawing session, weekly drawing session, starting with some figures, nudes that I've selected from Pinterest. How to start that figure here? Well, darks. That's a lady standing up. I will post these images later on onto the chat so you can see it, but for the time being, the lady standing up here. That's her hand, arm, and breast area, belly, buttocks, coming around here. Hopefully, my head is not on the camera, so I'm pulling backwards. We have thigh, and then shadows. So then we know the light comes from the right hand side of the figure drawing. We have head, and by using a sandpaper and charcoal, willow charcoal, and we create this dust, which is very, very helpful. That's how we get this. And then you have the breast area here. Rib cage area, shadow area, and just to emphasize the darks here. And then a bit of calf and foot area. Then gluteus, bit of shadow here, belly, breast area, right hand breast, and then let's not define, but choose where the head will end. And the lady's holding her left arm, left hand onto her head. Well, there you are. Shadow, shadow, shadow. And there we are. I would use a little bit of darks all around here. That creates a beautiful shadow, which I can then decide to make it a little bit more, put more emphasis. And then place the other foot somewhere here that she's, actually the other foot is not, sorry, the other leg is not there at all, but just making it, giving an idea of where it could have been or where it should be. Sorry, very pointed toes, not There. That's better. There you go. Now those exercises are from different, very different artists, which I most of the times don't know their names, but I do extremely enjoy their drawings, so I'm using their work, which inspires me and hopefully will inspire you to do better. And here we are, a bit of shadow here, and just that will emphasize the shadow. There we are. Now, a little bit of a rubber. See, didn't think of the rubber. I thought I would not need it, but actually I do need it. Rubber. Well, actually, might not need it, but it's good to have it anyway. Here we are, back with the rubber. Where I wanted just here. That will emphasize shoulder. A bit of light around here. A few lines. There you go. And then some shadows here. Now there is no face, to be honest, but as I said, I'll post it so you'll see that there is no features. But just to give it a little bit of impression that where it could have been, as I said earlier on, I think that could go a little bit further up, as in like that. Bone structure, elbow. And dark here, darker than what I intended, just to again emphasize. And the thigh could go a little bit trimmed here, and that line will suggest knee cup. And some slight shadows around here. Now, as I said, there is no information about the foot, but I could have done it this way. Could have put some foot here. Sorry, maybe lower. Sorry, maybe lower. Now, why lower? Because obviously you want her to stand, so not the foot on the air, so something like this. And then change the holes. Just bring the knee cup down here. There we are. Okay, well, a start. One. So that's the first bit of neck, which I can see there. You'll see it on the original picture. It suggests neck, and then that's the bone structure. And then leave this there. I can use this later on, this dust. There we are. So, a bit more darks. Very dark shadow here. And with my fingers, just make that shadow more transparent. Look. It's better, aesthetically better. You can emphasize this one, which will bring you and then shadow of a buttocks. Now, when working from other artists, as I've said it many times, it's important to work from other artists' work because it helps to create a style whilst you're starting. So it just creates a style really, and helps. The artists have definitely solved their beautiful shadows, as this artist here has created beautiful shadows that they've done, this particular artist. So they've created their shadows, which means that we can then copy their work by, to be honest, you can never copy someone, but at least trying to get into the same technique, or working with the same technique, or trying to emulate the technique, because that helps it helps us to create our own technique. So by working on somebody else's work, drawings, it creates a nice, it creates a concentrate on the drawing, it creates your own techniques basically. You start creating your own techniques without even thinking, just by working. That's been well known in history of art basically, from all even from the classics, they all copied each other, from Renaissance and the rest. Shadow, it's the head of the lady here. I'm giving her a bit of a bun, though she doesn't look to have one, but I'm giving her of hair here, just not to do the same, and give it a little bit of individuality, my own interpretation of it. And to be honest, I do not have more reference after that as to how that figure will go, or could have gone, but I'm stopping here because there's not much more reference on that. So quick, as quick as you can sketch. And this lady's sitting down here. So the head, start with the head, many times, and then start create a little bit of features here. Neck, hair is beautifully done here, so I'm just working after that. She's a little bit older in the original drawing, but I'm giving her a youngish face, or youngish, yeah, I would say face. And you have the bum, smaller here, loads of hair. Obviously hair is darker than the face, so you can, normally most people have dark hair. Then you have the light area, then you have the neck area, which is in shadows, and then you have this one here. That's the other shadowy part, with a quick sweeping part of your charcoal. Let me check. Oh, I thought, hold on, sorry, I'm wrong. I thought it was a arm, but it's not. It's her breast here. That's the shadow, cast shadow of the head. Yeah. And there, here is the hand, which I thought was this, but it's actually not. Well, yes and no, because part of it are, that's the shadow of the hand, and then all this area, some darks, and I can bring it down here. Belly, shadow, bone structure. Then you have that shadow here, which is casted by the head, as I said earlier on. Neck, nose, eyes, which, to be honest, it's barely there. Again, I've done her slightly younger, it doesn't matter. Hand down here, and then you have the hands coming around here. And thigh. Sitting, we have the body structure, rib cage, belly, buttocks here, sitting here, and then emphasize this even more. Although it's quite transparent on the original, and then you have she's sitting, which means she's creating some cast shadow. I'm not sure if you really actually hear me, but these are my first videos, not the first, but the fourth on a row, which if they turn up to be people to be interested in them, I will need to actually get more sophisticated by a microphone. But I'm hoping that the camera microphone or mobile microphone will be good enough. There's a shadow here, shadow on the elbow, and hands, as I said earlier on, which is actually creating a shadow on the other thigh. Then you have the other hand down here. Well, she's sitting, as I said, re-emphasize this part of her face, which suggests. Actually, the hair is less dark than what I've done here, which could be that she's blonde or very, very, very light hair. So not that dark as I previously thought. And a little bit of shadow, which I do see the model does here, which is beautiful, creates an atmosphere, an ambience. Beautiful, beautiful ambience, and then a little bit of shadow there. And there you go. Oh, kneecap. Sorry, I couldn't see it because my canvas is actually hiding the image. Oops, I should have moved. This canvas is hiding the image, so I couldn't see that there is a kneecap, which is right down here underneath this side of the breast. Well, not much more to be continued because I think this is good enough for the sketch period that we're in, or sketch assignment. And just clarify a little bit this hand here, and then now that's in shadow, but actually I would like to make a little bit of light here. I prefer a bit of light in here, although it's in shadow. Right, so that's nipple, one breast, and the other one is here. And again, I could come around here and redraw with a rubber face. There we are. So quite transparent, the shadows. Probably I could have given a little bit more neck actually, which means I could drop the shoulder, drop this, and just bring her neck a little bit lower. It makes the person a lot more elegant. There we are, and then shadow. It looks like a square, so I better get rid of it. It looks squarish. Now it's gone too dark for my taste. Possibly yours. Light. And the elbow here. Re-emphasize the elbow. Right. I don't think I should keep it for any longer because it's 20 minutes now and I need to upload, so nearly 20 minutes. Maybe not, but I don't know. I haven't checked precisely, but it's around there. So I'm afraid that it will not upload easily on a chat, group chat. So let's leave it at that stage. Oh yeah. So what I'm doing is actually connecting the bodies. So it doesn't look like so it looks like it's like a group chat. Yes, they three models close. Well, it's the same model obviously, but three models sitting close and possibly having a chat. Why not? Anyway, I'll leave it for now because I said I'm not sure if it will